Hi, I am Dr. Debasish Mahapatro. I'm a marine biologist. I have worked for 13 years in Silka Development Authority as a marine biologist. My work has been assigned for the study of macroventhas of Silka Lake. Now, in this conference, I am giving one presentation regarding the impact of a tropical cyclone Titli and Foni on spatial distribution of marine community of Silka Lake. And today I am going to give the detailed account of this. This is I have 13 years of experience in working with Silka Development Authority as a marine biologist, as well as 20 years of research experience in the field of marine biology, benthic ecology, and wetland conservation. Today we are talking about one of the most important cyclone that hit Silka Lagoon during 2019. The name of that cyclone is Foni, and this Foni cyclone it has for 3 minutes it sustained for wind speed of 215 km per hour, and for 1 minute it sustained for 208 km per hour. And it damaged the coastal ecosystems, including Silka Lake, to a great extent. Particularly, the outer channel area of Silka Lagoon has been disturbed because of the high energetic wind and wave actions from Bay of Bengal. And another severe cyclone storm, Titli, it was occurred during the October 8, 2018. And although this cyclone is not touching Silka Lagoon directly, but it crossed few kilometers away from Silka Lagoon, because of which large number of waves have been immersed in the Silka Lagoon, and it disturbed the benthic community as well as the flora and faunal diversity. And we have also studied the impact of the super cyclones like Titli and Foni upon the benthic ecology of Silka Lagoon. Our study area is certainly the Silka Lagoon, which is located on the east coast of India. Silka Lagoon is broadly classified into 4 ecosystems. First is the northern sector. Northern sector is influenced with freshwater ecosystem. Center is middle is the central ecosystem, that is central sector. Central sector is a brackish water ecosystem where marine water and freshwater mixing together. It is the most diversity-rich area of Silka Lagoon with respect to fisheries output. It contains Nalband Bird Island, which is a internationally acclaimed bird destination, and it is also endowed with rich seagrass beds as well as seaweeds and all variety of fishes, that is from marine domain or the freshwater domain or brackish water domain. All these domains of fishes and other animals are found within this central sector. Southern sector is little bit marine, and it is less influenced with freshwater inflow. Therefore, its ecosystem broadly marine, and brackish water nature is shown during the monsoon season. The outer channel area of Silka Lagoon is totally different. It is actively connected with a couple of lagoon inlets with Bay of Bengal. It receives seawater ingress through high tide during per day. That is the tide is semi-diurnal tide, which means 2 times high tide and 2 times low tide, and it exhibits a marine subtidal region which supports large variety of flora and fauna to be associated with this particular region. Introduction. In our introduction, we considered the benthic ecology, benthic diversity, benthic organisms as our main sentinel organism for the assessing the impact of cyclone on the ecosystem. We have found 6 or 7 different points due to which we have considered the macro-benthic community or macro-geobenthic community as an ideal indicators. First, they are the sedentary in nature, thus cannot able to avoid degrading water and sediment quality, have relatively high longevity, thus can accumulate many of the pollutant directly into their body. Certain macro-benthic species have specific tolerance level. Commercially very important because of its food value. They possess very critical role in nutrient and recirculation. They play a vital role in the benthic pelagic trophic relation. Most of the sauropods and migratory birds, fishes and shellfishes are present on macrobenthic organisms. Therefore, we consider macrobenthic organisms are one of the most important. And the same thing I have enumerated in a very pictorial view, in a very summarized view. 5 macrobenthic studies important as nourishment, as condition indicator, as indicator of health of the ecosystem. They are used in socio-economic aspects. Main objective of the present study. The main objective of the present study is to collect the data on population density of macrobenthos of Chilka during before and after cyclone, to collect the macrobenthic biomass data of Chilka Lake, sectoral distribution of macrobenthic community, study on indicator and dominant species. These are the sampling photographs of mine. I have collected these samples from the Chilka Lake by using a graph sampler with a motorized board. And we have collected almost all sectors covering 4 sectors, and we have collected 6 samples per sector. So therefore, we have 24 samples, and we have collected the samples, we have analyzed, and we have enumerated the data. We have observed the data, and we have also analyzed the trend of the data. Variation in relative abundance of macrobenthos group of Chilka Lake. The Chilka Lake, it is for the cyclone Kitty. September 2018 considered as the pre-cyclone, October 2018 considered as the cyclone, and November 2018 is considered as the post-cyclone period. During this post-cyclone period, that is in the November 2018, since Kitty had occurred on the month of October 18, that is the 12th of October 18, this others group exhibited higher value, considering 48%, while the October 2018 amphipods have a very rich abundance. That is one of the most salient feature. Similarly, for the year 2019, we have considered 3 different months: April 2019, May 2019, and June 2019. And here it showed that the month in which the cyclone Fani has been affected, that month, that period is showing amphipod as a 58% as compared to other, and it is emerged as being one of the most dominant macrobenthic group among all. And amphipoda group, it exhibits very quick reproduction, and if any disturbance occurs into the system, they release their eggs, and they release their young hatchlings into the water. So therefore, it might be the cause of good abundance over others. Our amphipoda in all the periods of cyclone affected, before, after, or during, amphipoda emerged as one of the most dominant group. Similarly, comparison of relative abundance in the month of October 2018 and 19, it clearly showed that the October 2018, which is cyclone affected quickly period, it showed amphipoda of 36%. Wherever October 2019 is unaffected due to any kind of non-happening of cyclone. It means October 2019 is unaffected from cyclone, whereas October 18 is affected by strictly. And it clearly showed that any abnormal natural event, amphipoda percentage is increasing with considerable increases there, other than any group, which can be viewed from this slide. Similarly, comparison of population density and biomass showed that the affected month, the value of the population density in the cyclone affected month is found moderately less as compared to the next month. It means if cyclone occurred in the month of October, then the month of November exhibited higher value of population density, and the same trend is also marked in case of biomass. However, the biomass was found high in October 2018, which is a reverse trend of population density. And this data need to be more analyzed and it need to be more thorough verification. Similarly, the comparison of monthly and sectoral variation of macrobenthic population density and biomass during cyclone affected year 2019, it is for the it is for the Fani, not phylum. And it showed that the northern sector, central sector, both these sectors have exhibited higher values of population density, whereas in the southern sector there is no big change. It means that southern sector is apparently stable because of the presence of the seagrass bed, might be presence of the seagrass bed, and other the ornamental vegetation is quite less in southern sector. Therefore, the population density has not been disturbed too much. However, in other sectors, it is found a significant change in the population density. Next, in the comparison of population density versus biomass, then one trend is coming up, which is very important, which is very pertinent to describe at this point is after the commencement of the cyclone, the next month, immediate next month, exhibit higher value of biomass and population density. It is one kind of the trend. It is we have observed from our study, and it has been repeatedly we are getting this kind of trend. Means immediately next month of the disturbing month, so the good values of biomass and population abundance. It might be due to the recruitment of more organisms. Then non-metric multidimensional scaling showed that the month of May 19 and June 2019 are quite correlated. However, the sectors are being quite different. Northern sector is quite different from the outer channel area, and central sector and southern sector apparently they are equal. Therefore, in our study, we found that the cyclone affected Chilka Lagoon. Broadly, we have like three different units. One is a marine influenced outer channel area. Another one is the northern sector freshwater influenced, and a brackish water influenced central sector and southern sector. And there is no much difference between the central and southern sector during the cyclone affecting years. So that is one of the main finding of this present study, which needs further validation. And what is there? There is a huge congregation of mangrove saplings that is from Abyssinia alba. In the study period, we are getting study time during our study. We are getting this kind of one alba, Abyssinia alba, the most common dominant mangrove in the beach sediments of Italy. Dead intertidal marine organisms after super cyclone has been observed during our study. Dead and damaged marine crabs observed after cyclone. These crabs are the deep sea crabs. Certain deep sea crabs are there. However, they are usually not found in the Chilka Lake. But after the occurrence of this super cyclone Fani, particularly super cyclone Fani, all these organisms, all dead crabs, has been observed in the Chilka Lagoon premises. Similarly, some certain deep sea echinodont species appeared at the intertidal zone of Chilka Lake after the super cyclone. And it is considered one of the major findings of this study, since these are the unique deep sea animals and never reported from Chilka Lagoon sediment. And cyclone, after the cyclone, these animals are now frequently occurring in the Chilka Lagoon premises. Then dead and damaged marine organisms observed after the cyclone, which the figures are available here. These are the sea urchins we have blue button jellyfish, we have lionfish, we have gorgonids, we have stingrays, we have sand dollars, we have dead cells of gastropods. So we have a variety of benthic organisms observed after the commencement of this super cyclones. Then damage of starfish due to heavy rain at intertidal beach of Chilka Lake. It is a very, very interesting finding of this study that how the benthic animal, particularly starfish, which is marine in nature, what is the reaction of starfish when it suddenly receives the rainfall? And you can see gradually that starfish is a breakdown, morphologically damage occur due to heavy rain, and gradually its total body becomes dismantled, and further it has been eaten by the gastropods. So this is a very critical finding of our study. Similarly, group of polychaetes are there, group of amphipods are there. First time we have recorded these gorgonids in the Chilka Lake sediment. Then we have marine plastic debris occurred after the cyclone, and damage of seagrass bed after the super cyclone is observed. Similarly, we have certain amphipods, certain gastropods, certain bivalves, isopods, and other crustaceans. Those are dominant after the commencement of super cyclone. And from this presentation, it's from Dr. Debasish Mahapatro. Thanking you very much for your kind attention. And my presentation ends here. I am welcoming you all for the question and answer session. Thank you very much, sir. Namaste.